Hello guys and welcome back to another banger video. In today's video we are continuing our mod showcase, primarily the upgrade path mod, and it's been a long time since I have done one of these. After the collaboration mod, it's definitely the part of this thumbnail, and we'll commence the showcase right here right now. So I'll be testing out the upgrade mod again, but since I haven't showcased it for such a long time, we'll delve into the sandbox mode and try out certain things. The combination that I will try out is primarily the ice plus super combo. In case you don't know what upgrade path mod does, aka different tower upgrades, it replicates the upgrade formula like you normally see in BTD 6 and Battles 2. So some towers will have completely revamped upgrading, such as the Ice Monkey, while some will retain the same upgrading as before, such as the Super Monkey. The Ice Monkey is a lot more flexible in this mod, mainly because of the revamped tier 3 and 4 upgrades. It can deal damage to balloons on impact, like in the newer games, but is more expensive, and it has more versatility with its upgrading. That's why I'm showcasing the ice in general, before delving into one of the most powerful combinations in this mod, because the ice shards is swapped to the left path as we got access to the embrittlement upgrade, that can debuff balloons in a small radius for +1 damage to every source it takes, making low damage projectiles like the ninja shurikens much more effective against those blimps. But it can also remove camo and regen properties off balloons, but it's not the quickest and reliable solution a lot of the time as it's more of a blimp debuffer, but can also still reliably take out dense rushes as it's got ice shards now, and the Arctic Wind upgrade is also swapped to the right path in exchange for the powerful Snowstorm ability later, which functions the same as its vanilla variant. An embrittlement alone isn't reliable to take on dense rushes as it has to be paired with an Arctic Wind to control many balloons, while serving as a solid blimp debuffer. You can see the Super Monkey combination against unramped mob class balloons going ham, mainly because of the embrittlement making a huge difference in the DPS apartment. What if we got rid of the embrittlement? As you can see, the 1 Super Monkey does not solo the lower Moab, because the Moab wasn't affected by the +1 damage debuff as there was no embrittlement on the screen. For the Sun God, as it fires 3 sunbeam projectiles, we'll see the difference between itself alone and the embrittlement with the Sun God. Currently it can hold off BFBs fairly easily. Now here's the ultimate test, by adding the embrittlement to support the Sun God. I'll just send more BFBs as it already dealt with 2 BFBs alone. The amount of damage the Sun God can deal is insane against just 5 BFBs, mainly due to the powerful debuff effect. It's finally time to showcase this strategy in an actual match. Alright, we are on the map Wizard's Keep, which is typically slept on, and we are using Ice Super Farm as our primary showcase of this strategy, and we also got the bonus tower of Sniper, so here we go. The main objective of this showcase is to utilize the most powerful tower duo in the game, with the Super Monkey having such a fast rate of fire that does 1 damage per dart, which turns into 2 per dart with the Ice Tower's embrittlement. It'll be a really interesting showcase to get through, so let's get into some farming, so we can prepare for late game, and I have brought best bundles in. so it can tank additional leaks with the 50 dense stacks of spikes. In case you don't know about this mod, the banana farms match the upgrade criteria as you would expect from Battles 2, meaning the banana plantation upgrade is moved to the tier 3 instead of tier 2 on the left path, as the new tier 2 upgrade greater production is essentially a budget of the old upgrade, so we can make some solid filthy lucre during the earlier rounds, especially unscathed because of the track power I have mentioned. And the ice tower does damage upon freezing a balloon as well, which makes our showcase much more flexible, albeit because we are playing on a modified practice mode because of the lack of retention battles one has, doesn't really mean I could find others to play, mainly because of the reality we are in. So I could practically send myself a stronger balloon set, because it's automatically unlocked starting from round 1. But that could cause problems, because of my defense being non-existent, which might just potentially ruin this showcase. Nonetheless, you can see the ice tower doing damage upon impact without needing the cold snap upgrade, which is the 2.0 upgrade path. The new 2.0 upgrade allows the ice to detect camo balloons, which is nice, but it has base lead popping to defer the similarities within its Battles 2 counterpart, so it should be pretty effective during the mid-game rounds. Also, the rounds aren't really tough to beat during the earlier game rounds, because it's just a natural pattern and sequence of the game, and it always has been. Since the early game is usually a slow pattern that we are always stuck in, I'll just skip some parts of this portion, mainly due to how boring it is to watch, because time efficiency is worth the try. So now we are on round 13, which is usually one of the most cursed rounds in Battles history, and I just got the ice shards upgrade on the ice tower. It does use the opposite texture as it should have been, which may sound cursed, but it's not too bad at all. I'll need to relocate my ice towers, because the mid-game rounds will be a bit of a nuisance without the proper setup for my loadout, so it can't take a beating from the faster and healthier balloons. Remember the sniper monkey I was about? It has helped carry my early game, since it was my 4th bonus tower, and it does have a farming ability that will be put to use later, once I get all the maximum banana farms on the field first. The Arctic Wind plus Ice Shards combination is really powerful for all kinds of mid-game stuff, so it should be the main power carry for my loadout despite being fairly expensive to set down. I should honestly zoom through the mid-game, because it's never awkward to do so. It's been a while now, so let's send the massives oh my god rush to see if the sun avatars can fully defend them with the embrittlement. Let's put some battle music to make this more intense. That was a really easy defense. Those oh my gods got absolutely annihilated with ease. But now my farming is kind of lackluster after all outing with the massives oh my god rush. So I can fix that by selling off some of my sun avatars and then unleash another rush later. The nice part about the sniper is its space efficiency, so I can go for supply drops which can bolster my money production to send another rush later. And I also haven't talked about what it really does. The right path uses bouncing bullet and shrapnel, which can make this a versatile mid-game defender. I didn't really utilize it much mid-game, just because the ice tower will be more than enough to defend the mid-game, with some super monkeys assisting them for Moab class rushes, since Wizard's Keep is typically a water map that has limited farming space, which has enticed the usage of my 4th tower more. Let's skip this part and move on to the exciting shenanigans. This is the moment of truth right here. Make sure to comment your thoughts down in our comments section of which parts of the video you liked the most, especially this upcoming part. I'll set this defense up, and I'll send myself infinites on my gods to see if this can actually handle with the most powerful combination we are using. It's finally time to get rid of the supply drop snipers after all, and the AIs on my god should be really easy to defend as it's not clumped by other Bloons. So here's the part. Let the ultimate defense commence. we have it, guys. That's the showcase of the illegal tower duo, and it's definitely one of the more synergistic combinations that has existed, as we survived for a fairly long time with this strategy. Consider subscribing, liking and turn on notifications bell to support me, and consider commenting down your thoughts as needed. That was a very fun tower duo to showcase, but we'll meet again for more modded battles content. Adios.